Understandable smooth shit that murderers move with. Understandable smooth shit.
POPAVIST made smoother than your smoothest criminal. Shamo, about that money, what we getting to.
You know the vibes. It's like,
ooh la la, ah wee wee.
She said,
ooh la la, ah wee wee.
They go,
ooh la la, ah wee wee.
We go,
ooh la la, ah wee wee.
Hey,
ooh la la, ah wee wee.
Hey,
ooh la la, ah wee wee. ooh la la, ah wee wee. ooh la la.
Let that rock.
Looking for M's like I lost a friend. How about on the bed like when I read? You gon' hold the egg, way to bring the check.
Like when we said,
We can list the dog. Keep us in your thoughts. Fully dressed at the crack of dawn. Weapons heading off. I can hear them from the block. See them creeping through the fog. See the speedy stuff, see stars. Oh my God. Look alive. Looking like I left life on a broken line.
y'all know the motherfucking vibes. You know the motherfucking vibes. That's that knock when it come on. Tell me I'm lying. Anybody that heard that song, I mean, if you ain't heard the song, you all the way wildin'. But that's that knock right there. It don't sound like nothing that's out. And it's that knock, baby. As soon as when that shit come on, you know what I mean? Shout out to Greg Nice, putting the sprinkles of the fire on there. But anyway, you know what time it is. You now tuned in. POPAVIST. POPAVIST TV. We live. We rolling. We raw. We real. We uncut. Authentic, unscripted, that feeling, yeah, kid. Got the club going up on a Wednesday, baby. It's hump day, happy hump day. You know what I mean? And quiet is, well, that shit ain't quiet. That's one of the best days of the week to me. You know what I mean? After Friday, hump day. You know what I mean? Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. And we are in the end game. Shout outs to everybody that fuck with the end game and that know we in the end game. Yeah. That what you wear vocal hat is sitting nice. All right, so hump day. Let's jump into it. Kyrie back tonight. Dropped 37 on him. 2 rebounds and 3 assists in a loss to Cleveland. Double overtime. Kevin Durant. 32, 33. Harden, triple-double again. 21, I think 12, and something else. Had a phenomenal game, you know what I mean, as far as the triple-doubles is concerned. And, of course, we're going to start the show off with Brooklyn, with New York, baby. Like, I mean, hello, it is Brooklyn and it is New York. And, again, why will we not talk about, we might talk about the Brooklyn Nets every day now. And not even because of the narrative. Have you seen the other video I did on Kyrie? Just because we got a possible championship team in New York. Like, that's big, that's big, that's big. You know what I mean? Shout outs to Big, you know what I mean? Rest in peace, Big Papa. That's all the way big, you know what I mean? Like, Knicks ain't been relevant for so many years, and neither has Brooklyn, you know what I mean? Obviously, the Nets come over, so you already get it. Like, we got a winning team. We possibly could win a championship. And I'm rooting for it, even though I didn't pick them, you know what I mean? But I didn't know if Harden was going to pop up on the scene either. But anyway, with that being said, yeah, they played yesterday. They played Milwaukee Bucks, and they won that game without Kyrie. And Kyrie, y'all seen the interview. He like, I'll probably be back, or told the team, and y'all know what it is. So he came back, and they lost to Cleveland in double overtime, you know what I mean? Cleveland put up 147 on them. Now, you can say they was tired, and they might be tired. Kyrie is fresh. He ain't played in a while. And it's not overreaction Monday and all that, you know what I mean? Like, we know what it is. He's just coming back. They're going to need time to gel. They're going to need time to learn how to play with each other. Obviously, him and Kevin Durant was just trying to get some type of a rhythm. The season just started, and he missed a lot of games already, you know what I mean? Or time. And now you got another intricate piece. But if you've seen the other video, then please hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, so when I upload the videos, you get alerted. Yeah. But my thinking is this. I think because Kevin Durant is that dude, and he's a 2-time champion, because Kyrie is also that dude, 1-time champion, you know what I mean? He hit that game-winning shot, you know what I mean? And obviously LeBron had the block after they came back from 3-1. You know what I mean? The Ultimate Warrior. Yeah, that shirt. You know what I mean? And he's a champion. So Harden is also that dude. You know what I mean? But you're not a champion yet. So in my opinion, and I'm not a basketball aficionado, you know what I mean? I leave that to the big wigs. But I'm just thinking like it's easier to, you know what I mean? It makes it easier to, you know what I mean? Like it's easier to me. He could play without the ball. He could pass, triple-double. Harden could do a lot. But because you're not a champion, and that's why you wanted to get out of Houston to go compete for a title, you want a team now with two dudes that already won titles. You know what I'm saying? Even though Kevin Durant titles in the basketball world, especially on Black NBA Twitter, it's with the side eye. Unless they was Warrior fans, they was happy that KD came there. But a lot of NBA fans wasn't happy because we knew the outcome. You're like, you know what I mean? There's no even need to watch. They're gonna win. And they did win 2 times in a row. Probably would have won 3, you know what I mean, if he didn't get hurt, et cetera, et cetera. But with that being said, I think Harden should be the one that defers. You know what I mean? But they're going to have time to gel. They're going to figure it out, I'm sure. Too talented not to. But the narrative, like I was saying, and how people perceive people, you know what I mean? The story that's being told about you, if you don't speak up and use your own voice about your own shit. It's like, yeah, as soon as we come back, lose, right? And everybody probably had Bucks yesterday, you know what I mean? Or today definitely probably took Brooklyn, and that was a loss. Let's move on. Let's move on. You know what I mean? I told y'all one of my shows, and either I'm on the move or if I got a chance to watch it, is the Jalen and Jacoby show. So today they had Benny the Butcher on there. You know what I mean? And shout outs to Benny the Butcher. Shout outs to the Buffalo Mafia, because like I said, even though it's not the right New York team, you know what I mean? Giants, Jets, New York, you know what I mean? They upstate, but we still rocking with them, you know what I mean? And I want to see them win. I mean, I don't want to see Kansas City win. So we said we're going to do the picks today. It's only 2 games left. It is what it is. Football is over. I like the Bills. And I like the Bills. One, I think, even if Patrick Mahomes play, and he is going to play. Have you seen the other, you know what I mean? Like, he's going to play. All things being said, yeah, he is the better quarterback because he's proven it already. He already got the bling blah, you know what I mean? Like, he got that. And Andy Reid got his first one. People could say, yeah, they probably should have won 2 if it wasn't for the offensive line and all that. And you should have, could have, maybe, you know, storyline, Vegas on the bat line, however you want to view it. Storyline, Vegas on the bat line, like, you know what I mean? And however you view it, we don't know if they would have won. But they did it, and it's hard to do it 2 times in a row. Like, it's super hard to do it. So the odds is against them, even though they only got to win 2 more games. So I'm going to be a homer, and I'm going to go with Josh Allen. You know what I mean? I'm going to go with Stephon Diggs. And I think for the upset, and actually, like I said in the other video I did, if you rocking with me, then you know. You know what I mean? If not, then catch up before I get Hollywood. You know what I mean? They should have never let me. Yeah, like, I'm going with them. Why would I not go with them? You know what I mean? They the New York, and I think they evenly matched team. You know what I mean? I do think they evenly matched. They already played 27-17. It was a close game. Yes, it was in Buffalo. Now they in Kansas City. But, you know, the familiarity, you know what I mean? More game tape, something to prove, you know what I mean? And why not? Like, I think they could do it. Eventually, Kansas City got to lose, right? They both on, you know, if you count the playoffs, like Kansas City probably on like actually Kansas City lost the last game of the season to the Chargers because they was resting their players. But if you exclude that, they was on like a 12-game win streak, 13-game win streak. So was the Buffalo Bills. If you discount that that magical touchdown from Kyler Murray and D. Hopkins, then they on like a super long win streak. And I told y'all, it don't matter if you're the best team in the world playing against the losingest team. If you keep losing and losing and losing and losing, eventually you're going to beat somebody, and they can be the best team in the world. And if you keep winning and winning and winning and winning, you could be playing some scrubs, you know what I mean, and walk in the park like boys playing basketball with boys in the park, and you're an NBA player. Eventually one of them boys going, you know what I mean, take you down. So, you know what I mean? You could lose. So I'm going with the Bills. Like I said, I'm going with the Bills. You know what I mean? And I brought up Benny the Butcher because it's like, one, he representing, and two, like he said, he was super happy. He used to work there, so it shows you how, you know, how things can come 360, how the universe could work in your favor if you believe and you keep working and you stay the course. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he said he used to work there, clean the boxes and all that, the sky boxes. Now he coming there to, you know, to lead the way, do the video, and, you know, lead the promotion and the playoff song, so to speak, the Ampity song for the playoffs. You know what I mean? So that's dope. You know what I mean? That they recognize, even though we know that they use us, you know, for their purposes to make a couple dollars, chicken dinners. But all right, let's go to the other side. Aaron Rodgers, yes, he is better than Brady in my opinion. But do he have the better career? No, he doesn't. Will he have the better career? No, he won't. Like, even if he win and go win the Super Bowl, Brady got 6. So in that, you know, in that vacuum, he got the better career. He been to 9. Like, you know what I mean? This, if he gets to this one, it'd be 10. And I'm going with Brady. I do think it's going to be a hell of a game. But if you've seen the other video I did, then you know that the cold weather not going to affect Brady at all. It's not going to affect him. He played in New England. So as long as everybody else can keep up their part of the deal, I think they're going to be fine. Yes, they beat them before, so that don't mean they could beat them again. But it's easier to beat a team 2 times, see Drew Brees, you know what I mean, in one season than it is to beat them 3 times. You know what I mean? I think the only team, like I said, that did it was either the Pittsburgh or Baltimore. And I still ain't go look at the stat yet. But one of them beat each other, you know what I mean, 3 times in 1 year. So with that being said, when Brady and them beat Aaron Rodgers at home, they was not the same team that they are now. Neither is the Green Bay Packers. But I just think talent-wise, outside of the quarterback position, I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers got the better talent, and they should win. You know what I mean? Brady is this is what you brought him there for. You know what I mean? If he lose, then they're gonna run it back next year. So speaking about quarterbacks and the old quarterbacks, like I told y'all, came out today that Phillip Rivers retired. So I thought the Colts was bringing him back. They not. Big Ben, he's asking the Pittsburgh Steelers if they'll have him back. He want to come back. Matty Ice, he want to come back, but when the new regime come in, who knows if he's going to be there. They might keep him if you can't find nobody. Breeze, he, like, you know what I mean? I'm going to decide. That was a tough pill to swallow to go out with that losing like that. But, it's no fault. Well, it is his fault. He threw 3 damn interceptions. If he didn't throw 3 interceptions, then he might have a pass. But I was about to say it is hard to beat a team 3 times in a row, especially a team that's equal to you. And Tampa Bay is equal for us talent-wise. So he's flip-flopping. He might come back. He might not come back. Who else? Brady and Aaron Rodgers. Like I told you, I think it's going to be Aaron Rodgers because he still obviously could do it. He's not in his 40s yet. He's only 37. So he still got more time to be the last man standing. You know what I mean? But with that being said, I think it's going to be hell of a game. Obviously, the storylines and the bat lines, who knows how Vegas want to do it. You know what I mean? If you could tease them, tease them. Obviously, the underdogs is Tampa Bay and the Bills. So if you, for betting purposes, if you shaky, like you ain't got that conviction like me, I'm going with the Bills and I'm going with Brady. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button and all that. But if you're a little shaky, you're like, nah, Kansas City, and Kansas City could definitely win. And so could Aaron Rodgers. And that'd be the second time, that'd be the first Super Bowl that ever took place. It's Kansas City and Green Bay. So this would be the second time that that's happening with those 2 teams. You know what I mean? Andy Reid would be going for number 2 after not, well, he did play with Donovan McNabb. They went to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? But Kansas City, that never been there. That's what it is. Andy Reid coached in the Super Bowl already. But, so that's what it is with that. You know what I mean? Well, let's move on to some other things. You know what I mean? Let's go to, not really the inauguration. Obviously, Harris is in, Biden is in. You know what I mean? That energy, that wave. I'm seeing a lot of guess pearls. I ain't really know what it was. So I'm like, all right, I get it. So I guess salute to everybody that they happy that they vote mattered. You know what I mean? And I'll just say, like I said, I'm still looking with the side eye. You know what I mean? I'm not ready to say, oh, yeah, everything is going to be fine and dandy, sweet like candy. You know what I mean? I'm not ready to do that. And I'm always skeptical of the government. That's just me. You know what I mean? Y'all could be, however y'all are. But that's my own reasons, my own personal experiences, and a little bit of knowledge that I got. You know what I mean? I'm always with the side eye. So with that being said, hopefully moving forward, we all could prosper, but the only way you're going to prosper as an individual and then collectively, like I said in the other video, when I had this damn purge mask on, walking the streets, I said it's going to depend on you and what you do. You're the captain now. You know what I mean? You take control. You getting inaugurated today. For the next 4 years, what the fuck you going to do for yourself? You know what I mean? If you got that energy, the pearl energy and all that, then yeah, you're going to be all right, God willing, you know what I mean? So I'll just leave that. But I want to talk about, like, I want to really say what y'all think of the, you know, I won't say the last act of defiance, you know what I mean, when it comes to Trump going out the White House, kind of fighting and kicking. I would say the last final act of, you know, defiance, if you will, was the, you know, the Capitol shit, you know what I mean? Like, definitely incited that, you know what I mean? Somehow, some way, you ain't not incited, you know what I mean? So that's my views on it. Anyway, it's just my thoughts, and y'all can let me know what y'all think in the comments. But so he pardoned a lot of people today, you know what I mean? Celebrities, people we know, and all that. What do y'all think of the pardons? Like what went behind it? Do y'all think it was his own wishful thinking? Like, yeah, I'm gonna just sitting there drinking coffee on the last day, or, you know, last night. You know what I mean? Like, who I'm gonna let out? You know what I mean? Who I think deserved to get out? You know what I mean? My last act of presidency or whatever. Or y'all think it was the or y'all think it was the outside noise? People saying, yo, this person deserve, or, you know what I mean, let this person out. They made a mistake, or first time, or it wasn't that serious, or whatever it was. You know what I mean? Like the outside noise. I like to know, for the first reason is, if he was thinking that on his own, like no outside noise, like he just sitting back, like, yeah, I'm gonna let Weezy out. I'm gonna let Kodak Black out. I'm gonna let such and such out. The other people that he let out, you know what I mean? It's like, oh shit. Definitely last act of defiance, you know what I mean? Or like, I fucks with these people apparently, so I'm letting them out. Like, if I got the power to let people out, you know what I mean? Obviously, we all had that power to just, you know what I mean, let people out. Who knows who will be getting out of prison, you know what I mean? Because they're your loved ones. So I'm not knocking it in that sense. Like, you're going to ride for who you're riding for, whether they right or they wrong. Sometimes we shouldn't. We should leave people out, you know what I mean? Like, nah, that's wrong, you know what I mean? But I dig it. I understand it. But anyway, or if it's the outside noise, people like, yo, let this person out, because it's interesting just to see who he let out and who he didn't let out. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, I was locked up with a few, you know what I mean, people that should have probably gotten out, you know what I mean? And David Gilbert is one. He's still locked up, 75 to life. Ain't kill nobody or do none of that. Was in, you know what I mean? Go Google the story, like I said. And there's a few other people, obviously, you know what I mean? Like, he could have let certain people out, and why not? And if he's listening to our voices, you know what I mean, if that's what happened, then why are we not screaming and clamoring for certain people that should get pardoned? Like, why not? Like, you know what I mean? It's a lot of people. If you know, you know. You know what I mean? If you don't, then cool. And I want to speak about something else. You know what I mean? All for that. I'm just curious to say, like, was he thinking on his own? Was it not on his own? Was the outside noise or whatever? I would love to know that little tidbit, you know what I mean? But he let who he wanted to let out, and it is what it is. Ain't no really crying over the spilled milk, but it is interesting just to see, you know what I mean? Like, all right, cool. That's who he chose to let out. Or that's who we chose as a people to say, let them out, you know what I mean? As much voices as we can probably muster up to get that pull with the Kims and people going to the White House like, yo, let, you know, certain people out. Because it's mad people that deserve to be pardoned. I know he only got so many, you know what I mean, get out of jail cards that you can issue. But it's definitely certain people on the list that, you know, I think should have got pardoned. But with that being said, it is what it is, you know what I mean? So now, right, I seen this on one of the shows in the YouTube world. They should have never let me. And it was, I don't know his name, but it's the comedian. You know what I mean? Speaking of the NBA. Let's bring it back real quick, because this is how I'm going to tie it in. So apparently it's a comedian I've been imitating and doing shit about LeBron for like 5 years, right? And I only seen this one when he was did the no look, no, not the no look 3-shot. When he found out James Harden went to Houston, got traded from Houston to the Nets. In the video, you know, that's the only thing that I seen. And then while the video I was watching was, you know, commentating on it, and he was happy. His little team that he used to do the videos and all, 5 years is a long time to be dedicated to your craft. So salutes to the brother, and I might put the name in the joint, you know what I mean? Sometimes I don't be remembering all that shit, you know what I mean? But then the show had put a tweet or something from Richard Jefferson, you know what I mean? And he just was saying like, yo, the players been watching your shit, you know what I mean? But sometimes, you know, it'd be hard to comment or it'd be hard to like it and all that, like, so. My thing is like when I seen that, it's like, damn, this is what we come to, you know what I mean? Where whatever the vast majority is doing and allowing and accepting and is cool with, people, you know, I'll say not want to have confrontation, you know what I mean? If you're not a really confrontation person, you'll just go with the norm, especially if it's not like, you know, interfering with your life or causing you any, you know, any inconvenience or, you know, blocking you from doing what you're doing. Let's put it in those terms. You'll just go about it and do what you do. But it's like, damn, for 5 years, homie was doing videos and making fun about NBA players and all fun. And I know we could be a little sensitive sometimes. You know, Kanye, like, ooh, they so sensitive sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, you can't say nothing. But not me though. Like I'm gonna say what I gotta say. Like, you know what I mean? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification button. So when I say the shit that I say and I upload the video, yeah, you could get alerted. You know what I mean? Shout outs to anybody that speak their mind. I respect it all. Like, say what you gotta say, get it off your chest. I mean, you sleep better. But with that being said, it's like, all right, so. He had good content. I mean, obviously, because I guess LeBron liked this one. He finally, after 5 years, you know what I mean? And then now other players, Richard is commenting like, yeah, we been was watching you. You been was looking at your shit. We been thought it was funny, but because, you know, certain powers or, you know what I mean? Like, who want to live confined like that? You know what I'm saying? That's all the way. That's oppression. If I can't say what the fuck I want to say. Now, you may not be able to just do it and then, like, you know, go on top of the roof and just talk crazy. Or, you know, it's boundaries and it's levels, you know what I mean? It's things in place. So, you know, obviously, but not the silence. Like, not to just say you can't say shit. Like, you know what I mean? You can't say anything. Why are we like that? Like, why we let the majority, you know what I mean? Like, it's nothing. It's just, I just thought it was funny that a lot of players like, now, if it's about you, you may not like it. Or may other players like, now, I fuck with him, so I can't like it. But it's funny, but I'm viewing it. I mean, what the fuck you viewing it for then, right? Like, you know what I mean? If you like it, you like it. Like, what's the problem? You know what I mean? So it's just like, we be scared to speak up sometime because we afraid what the majority may how they may view you. You know what I mean? So you're really not living your true self. If you silence, you know what I mean? Like, quick 3 things real quick on this. If you see something that's wrong, well, this is a good principles to live by if you could do it. You know what I mean? It's an Islamic thing. If you know, you know. You know what I mean? Got to try to give value sometime. If you see a wrong thing and you can correct it with your hand, then you should do it. If you see a wrong thing and you can't correct it with your hand for whatever reason, like maybe you're not strong enough, maybe you're not got the numbers, you just can't do it, then you can speak out against it. If you see you're wrong and you can't do something with your hand, you can't speak out about it, then the least thing that you could do is look at it with the side eye and hate it in your heart and not conform to the shit. You know what I mean? Like, not make it all right, like, not make it normal to see, like, this, you know, say you see the pedophile. I mean, just to give you an example. You ain't cool with that shit. You can't stop it. You can't speak out about it, but never in your heart should you feel cool with that if that's not what you about or you don't believe in that. Understand? So now that y'all got that, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. So it's like, we can't even speak our minds, you know what I mean, on certain shit no more. All right, but because it's hump day, like I said, I'm in these YouTube streets, in these YouTube alleyways. Seeing some shit like, should men want to deal with a woman whose body count is mad high that they know about? Let me say that again. Say that again. Do men accept that? How do we feel about that? What's our thoughts on that? Because, that's what's out there. Like, you know what I mean? The narrative is that it's cool, that we are cool. And some might be. You know what I mean? Some might be. I'll say this. This is what I'll say. If you a parent, mother or father, I mean, you got kids, especially girls, little girls, would you advise them to have sex with mad men before they get married, before they take somebody serious? Yes or no? No. No, I'm not telling them that. I'm not advising them that. I'm not putting that shit in their ear. I'm not throwing that out there in the air for them to snatch it. I'm not subliminally pushing that. I'm not giving them any part of that. If they do that on their own as they mature and become a woman, then that's on them. But that's not how daddy gonna raise them. You know what I mean? That's not how the woman I would be with would raise our kid, our daughter to go sleep around. Nah. So my answer is no. I seen some answers where a gentleman said, yeah. He said, if you really love them and they really love you, what's in the past is in the past. That's totally fine. If that's how you feel and if that's how the person make you feel. So it's always exceptions to the rule. So I'm not going to say that if you're a woman and your body count is mad high that a man wouldn't want to be with you. There's probably plenty of men that may still want to be with you. You know what I mean? If that's what they want to do. Cool. If y'all love each other and it's legit and it's genuine, it's organic, it's that feeling, then yeah, I guess it wouldn't matter. But I guess the point is, if you would say the majority or overall, the thinking would be, nah, probably a lot of dudes probably wouldn't. You know what I mean? Now, if you don't know about it, you don't know about it. But if it's publicized and you know about it, are you comfortable? Are you man enough? I guess, certain people's opinions are like, yeah, if you're man enough, then you could, none of that really matters. And like I said, we all going to have our own different opinion and views. That's why before I even spoken what I said, would you advise your daughter to do it? Would you advise your son to do it? Like if you live in the way that you wouldn't want your kids to live, then obviously that's cause for pause for me. You know what I mean? That's like if you blooding and gripping or you doing whatever you doing, you a street nigga. You know what I mean? But you don't want your kids involved. Cardi B, she's a rapper, an entertainer. But she don't want kids listening to certain things. When the culture get older, she's probably gonna listen to what the hell she want to listen to. You know what I mean? Gonna listen to her moms. I'm pretty sure. You know what I mean? So the point is, if you wouldn't advise your kids to do it, then that should give cause for pause. Like, why would I tell my kid to do something that I wouldn't do or that I'm doing but wouldn't want them to do? That should give the answer right there. So you could argue like it's the same, it's double standard. Because what about a nigga who got mad bodies and, a chick still give him a chance? Yeah, you got a big point. Got an excellent point. But we ain't making the rules. We all, since the beginning of time, it's always going to be double standard. Some in men's favor, some in women's favor. That's the reality. It's not going to never be equal, although you may want it to. You may want to change some of the double standards to bend to your side or go to this side, but that won't never work. I mean, you could wait on it. You know what I mean? You could write about it. You could speak about it. You could play it over in your mind a million times. You could have meetings about it. You could go outside, but get a pulpit and speak about it. But it's still not going to change. What it is what it is when it comes to those dynamics. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same. Even though you may want it to be the same. And then if you choose to be one of the people like, nah, I'm going to test the waters and see if I can get somebody that's of high value later on in life, even though, I had a mad high body count. You could try, see that method, and it might work. And if it do, that's great. We ain't like we're going to be sad or, mad that you found love. If that's, you found somebody that's compatible and y'all could be together, then go do your thing. But again, would you advise your daughter to try? Like, which one would you want her to try? Like, to not have mad bodies or to have mad bodies? And then people are like, well, how do you know she had sex with all of them? You know what I mean? We don't know. You know what I mean? We don't know. Guess we only talking about the ones that we know for sure, if you even know. You know what I mean? I'm only commenting on that, like I said, because there's a lot of YouTube joints on the red pill, like I said, the blue pill, the pink pill. There's wars going on outside in these streets. Nobody's safe. If these certain concepts if people is living by this shit, like, whoa, you know what I mean? But What y'all think? You know what I mean? Again, are you going to tell your daughter that, or how you living? You know what I mean? Obviously, that's for the ladies, and then that's for the men too. Are you cool with knowing 20, 15, 10, and you know them is publicized? Or are you like, nah, you know what I mean? We so compatible and we so in love that none of that shit matters. You know what I mean? The Drake and Rihanna. No, you've been hurt. You know what I mean? That song, like, we all got a pass, right? So what you advising your little ones to be like? And even if you're not advising them, we know that most of the time, and I did a video on this, you know what I mean? If go see the other video, and I'll leave it here. You know what I mean? Talking too much for today. Is you gonna live by it, or you not? Oh, that's not what I wanted to say. I wanted to say, we know even if you tell them one thing, most of the time kids do what they see and not what they told. It's better when they see what they see and then you telling them the same shit that they seeing. Now you could connect it. Excuse me. When you saying one thing but you're doing another thing, it's easy to emulate and do what you see. And I'm gonna end on this. The interview with my boy King Reggie, all caps. Yeah, so if you ain't see that video, that interview, we was in the studio chopping it up. He was getting some scenes. You know, we talked about hip hop, his new project, his new shit coming out, how he produced, his thoughts. You know what I mean? From Harlem, stand up if you from Harlem. Go check that video out. The interview I did with King Reggie, all caps, on all platforms. That's iTunes, that's Tidal, that's Spotify, that's TikTok, all that shit. Let me know what y'all think of the song. Let me know what y'all think about the interview. Yeah, kid, that feeling, unscripted, authentic, uncut, real, raw. Yes, yay, yay. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button.